Hey everyone, Andrew back again and welcome to another video, and I'm back with another horror haul. I went up to Brisbane for a couple of days and I went to a movie store called DVD King, which I'd never been to before. Fun little fact, I used to live in Brisbane about 13 years ago. Love Brisbane, it's an absolutely fantastic city, and yeah, I'd never been to DVD King before. I don't think they were around when I used to live there. But if anyone is interested, they are in the Maya Centre in Queen Street Mall, so if you're ever in that area, if you're ever visiting Brisbane, I definitely recommend checking them out. Overall, really good store. I'll show you guys some photos. I took a bunch of photos of the store, so we'll take a look at them now. But yeah, pretty interesting store because they were pretty much solely dedicated to DVDs. They had a very small Blu-ray section. But yeah, they were predominantly a DVD focused store, which was pretty cool. I don't have an issue with DVDs at all, and their range was pretty extensive. They had a lot of imports, and they basically had everything in genres. So pretty much every genre that you can think of, they had it. They had a pretty decent horror section. Unfortunately though, their pricing was very expensive. We're talking on average anywhere between about $15 to $35 for a DVD, and a lot of the titles were pretty common that you can pick up pretty much anywhere else for a lot cheaper. That being said though, they did have some decent deals. I found a couple, and they did have a lot of import titles which you don't really see around too often, which was pretty cool. But yeah, a little on the pricey side, so I didn't pick up too many DVDs. That being said though, the merchandise side of things was phenomenal and really well priced. I was pretty impressed with the pricing for the movie merchandise, and again, being over here in Australia, you don't really see too many of these things in the wild. So they had a bunch of figurines, collectibles, posters, and just a lot of different movie and horror themed and sci-fi themed merchandise, which was pretty awesome. So I did pick up a few things, so we'll take a look at those now. But before we get into what I'm about to show, I want to quickly show a couple of posters that I picked up. They were $12 each, which was pretty decent, and I loved the artwork. So the first one we have here is a little bit of a collage of a bunch of different horror characters, horror icons. I have a bit of a plan for this poster, which you may see at the end of the video. But really cool poster. And the next one we have here, I actually spotted this one first and it is awesome. So it's sort of a cartoony artwork style version of Leatherface, Billy the Saw Puppet, Freddy Krueger, Jason Voorhees, and Michael Myers. Michael Myers looks very effeminate in this one, a little bit funny. But I just really liked the artwork, and again, this is a poster that I've never seen before, so definitely wanted to pick it up. So yeah, they had a lot of posters and a lot of horror themed posters as well, so they were really cool, and $12 each I thought was a really good deal on those. A couple of other little bits of merchandise that I did pick up. Cool to see these because I never really see these. I got a couple of magnets. So the first one we have here is of course Jason's hockey mask, which is really cool. And the next one we have here is Leatherface from TCM, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. These were $5 each, so really good pricing on those. Unfortunately, they didn't have too many. I think they only had a couple of other ones and they weren't horror related, so I wasn't interested. But very cool. I did pick up one more TCM themed magnet, but I'm not going to show you because it is a bit of a surprise. Next year I'm going to be doing a bit of a trade with Tony, Horror and Todge. He ordered me a copy of Edge of the Axe. Edge of the Axe is getting a Arrow Blu-ray release, by the way. Very excited for that. So yeah, he's ordered me a copy, so when we get around to the trade, Tony, you will be receiving a Texas Chainsaw Massacre magnet as part of our little trade. It's not this one, it's a different style, but you'll have to wait and see on that. So yeah, as I said, $5 each for these I thought was a really, really good price on that. Okay, moving on. I was really, really stoked to come across this. I've been wanting it for a while. I don't know how readily available it is here in Australia, but I finally picked up the Ultimate NECA Halloween 2 Michael Myers, my most anticipated figure release of this year. He's still in box. I haven't taken him out yet. My shelving is getting a little bit full, but I'm definitely going to be taking him out and putting him on display. Really, really awesome, and you get a ton of different accessories. You get the Ben Tramer mask, his normal mask, the Blood Tears mask, different hands, different weapons, and the pumpkins. So yeah, there's everything there on the back, but really, really stoked for this. As I said, my most anticipated horror figurine of 2019, so glad to finally pick this one up. And I also picked up a couple of movies, so well, one movie and one television series. So as I mentioned, or I'm pretty sure I did, they didn't have that many Blu-rays. They only had a pretty small selection, but they did have Cut from Umbrella Entertainment. So this is an Aussie slasher from the late 90s, I believe, or maybe even the 2000s. I think it was either 1999 or 2000, but this one's really, really good, and I'm definitely looking forward to checking this one out on Blu-ray. So that's that one. Yeah, I'm really, really glad that Umbrella Entertainment got the rights and put this one out on Blu-ray, because it is pretty underrated. So if you guys have never seen this one, I definitely recommend it. And last but certainly not least, I was really happy to find this, and for a really good price. So they had a copy of the complete series of Tales of the Crypt. Believe it or not, I have never ever seen this show, so I've been wanting it for a while. This is an US import, by the way. I don't think this television series ever got